Welcome to the Rashawn Franklin podcast or show. Sorry. It was a podcast at one point. Man, we talking about Caleb's throw last night. I didn't talk about it. I did a little short earlier, but I want these guys to kind of talk about what it takes to do that, to back up 20 yards and then throw a strike to the corner of the end zone over a guy to your tight end in the cold. That's the thing. So you got to cut through the cold, the wind in the Windy City to dime that. It takes incredible arm strength, incredible talent, and a little bit of luck to do that, like y'all was saying. But I'll let y'all go. I'll say that my phone blew up. I had 3 calls and 10 text messages when that fucking throw happened. First of all, we think we're going to win. Second of all, motherfuckers haven't seen that shit happen ever. That shit was crazy. Have at it.
Well, I'll just keep going where I was going with it. It's what you just said. I mean, I played a lot of baseball when I was growing up, and the difficulty to throw a ball that far, any kind of ball, like you said, he's backing up. It's a fadeaway over a defender. I did look it up because I was curious to see how cold it was. With the wind chills, it was below 0. So I don't know how that feels. I've never played in below 0 to be able to hold a football. I've never done it, so I don't know. But I can imagine you backing up that far, you having to throw over a defender. But with the wind chills, it's below 0 and in a dime at that. Like the touch and feel. And like I said, the body control that you have to have, that's impressive. I'm curious, in situations like that, are you told to do that? Like, obviously, you're told to throw it up and put it in the air, but are you told to throw it to like the back corner? Because that's where one of your players kind of like they're supposed to be in that area. I think it's more skill than luck, but it ain't like a drastic, maybe like 70-30. That type of.
It's some luck in there.
Yeah.
Even that one to Rome on a run, 4th and 8.
That was nasty.
Rolling to his left.
Yeah.
It's some luck there, but that's raw talent though, too. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like I said earlier. I don't think Caleb Williams will ever do a throw like that again in his career under those type of lights and as well as like that cold. I don't know. It's crazy. You don't see many of those, like ever.
Those 2 are incredible, but he did them back-to-back weeks, so
with the time going down. You know what I mean? Like, you catch it, it's over. It's OT. I don't know.
Keith, you saw it?
Yeah. Elite arm talent, man. That's what it takes to win. Low-key reminds me of, like, it has a little Aaron Rodgers to it. Just a little bit. I mean, as a quarterback, he's mobile. They're very similar, to be honest. He just got to keep progressing. I wouldn't want to predicate my game off of those type of plays. It's cool he can make it. It's a very athletic play. You can tell he has to do that. You got to have elite arm talent, but I wouldn't want to be in those situations a lot in order to have to make those plays. But I'm glad. It's dope to have a quarterback who can make those plays, though.
Man. I ain't never had no guy. First of all, I've never had a quarterback. So let's start there. But to your Aaron Rodgers point, that's his favorite player of all time. So he kind of like models his game after Aaron. 12, I say this a lot, and not just because he was whooping our ass for 15 years. He's the best quarterback I've ever seen talent-wise play the position. He was incredible. Go back and watch those highlights. 12 was the real, but taking after him, you can see it in his game. Like it's there. The magic is there. I know you want to hate on him so bad, but you look at him. I can see the hate, the pain in your eyes, man. Go ahead, man. Say what you got to say.
I got a reason to hate on the kid. It was a spectacular play. Like, I mean, it's not something like Keith said. It's not something you want to for that to be your bread and butter. Let me run backwards 15 yards and then throw it as I'm fading away. It's not like a thing you can replicate and keep, you know what I mean? Like that can lead to sustained success. But it was an incredible play to have the arm talent to do it, to run backwards like that, and then with the pressure in your face while you're fading away, throw the ball that far and for it to be accurate as well. There was some also, a element of luck. I would say probably about like what Bray said, 70-30 there, like just to have
Mm-hmm.
the talent to pull it off is incredible. I don't liken him to Aaron Rodgers to me, because to me he's he'd be more Brett Favre-ish, because he's like a gunslinger. He's gonna make those spectacular plays, and he's also gonna turn the ball over doing that same, trying to make the spectacular play. You're gonna have to you're gonna get the good and the bad with him. Where to me, Aaron Rodgers, to me, he took uh, way better care of the football. He was way more like safety. He would throw the ball in the dirt before he would do something risky. Like, he was all
Mm-hmm.
about protecting his stat line. Whereas I would prefer the guy like Brett and Caleb, who he's not going to throw the ball in the dirt because it might get picked off. He's trying to win the game. He doesn't care about how many interceptions he throws or what happens. So to me, he's more like Mahomes-esque. He's not as big as Mahomes, but like, I'm going play style. I don't think like Mahomes is up there in that Tom Brady, Joe Montana
For sure.
discussion. So we'll see with the kid. Up and down playoffs, incredible play, talented kid. I do think that he will be like a top 5 quarterback in the league eventually. I believe he'll get
What?
that.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't hate the kid. I'm just, you make it kind of hard where you make it kind of hard to give him props. I'm like, dog, like relax. Like, he's gonna be the best quarterback in the league.
I think so. I really believe that, but
No, maybe. I think he'll be top 5 though. I think he'll be top 5 one day.
to your Aaron Rodgers point, Aaron had a chance to sit for a while my Brett was hooping. So this would be the time that Aaron was in the league, sitting behind Brett. These 2 years is starting 2 years. So I think that gives him a little leeway there. I agree that Aaron took care of football a lot better than this kid is. But Caleb doesn't throw many interceptions. He threw a lot in the playoffs. And I think that was a testament to a rookie head coach. I think Ben Johnson called a really bad game yesterday because we should have won that. On the goal line, it was like 3rd and 2, and we threw it. We started throwing it.
Mm-hmm.
We was running down the field. That pissed me off. I was furious. I was spitting, mother, type shit. Like, that's some Pete Carroll hand the ball to Marshawn Lynch type shit in the Super Bowl. Hand the Brock off. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, man, it was an incredible game. I thought we had a chance to win. He's incredible talent. Does he give me a Super Bowl at some point?
Big Johnson, to me, he kind of is too aggressive sometimes. Like, he's got that from that what's the Campbell, like, you want to go for it on 4th down like every single time type of stuff. It might work one year, but I think he needs to strike a better balance on when to be hyper aggressive and go for it, and when to let's just tip the points here. He needs to find that balance. I don't think he's found it yet. So my questions will be more about Ben Johnson than Caleb about will they win one.
Really?
Yeah, I think Caleb is talented enough. Even guys that turn to like Brett won one, like the gunslinger guys, they can get you one. Like, even though they turn it over, if they make enough plays to offset, they can get you one. So I'm less concerned about his turnover worthy plays that he has. I don't know. My question is about Ben, if he can like chill out well at every, we're going for it on 4th down every single time. Nonsense that he does.
I think that they were playing with house money. I don't think they felt like they were going to be here year 1 together. And so that's why they were just like, yo, we're going for it on 4th down. Fuck this shit. So that would be my assessment of that. Keith, you think these guys win one or Caleb brings one to Chicago eventually at some point?
Just looking at the NFC, like, he has a chance to at least be in the dance every year. Anytime you're in the dance, you have the chance. The Bears have made like a concerted effort to like build around Caleb the right way. They've brought in pieces on both sides of the ball. I mean, who's really out there in the NFC really that's going to compete with you guys year to year? I mean, maybe the Seahawks for the next few years. I mean, depending on how the 49ers kind of regroup, they may be there. Like, McCaffrey's getting old, and it's like, do you trust Brock? Like, who else is going to be there? Stafford's getting old. He may have another 2 years, maybe. If he really wants to extend his career, he can play a little longer. But once you get too old, like you start touching your 40s, he's not Tom. Nobody else is really there. I think the Eagles are starting to fall apart a little bit. I mean, he has a chance. Having someone with elite arm talent at quarterback, you can win one.
Yeah, I agree. Bray?
Yeah, I mean, kind of repeating what they say, but you have a quarterback that has the ability, and like you said, has the arm, has the foot speed. You're always have a shot. But I think some people, not y'all, of course, but some people just underestimate how hard it is to win one. I mean, there's so many great quarterbacks that have been out there, and they've not won one due to one of their top guys on defense being injured, or just injuries themselves, or just 3 or 4 guys out, on wide receivers, your lead running back, whatever the case may be. A lot of things have to go your way. And it's not just having the talent, it's having the team. I mean, you got to rely on a lot of guys. It's not like other sports where in basketball, you might have to rely on 7 or 8 guys in the playoffs, right? It's completely different. So, it's definitely a team win, and your whole team pretty much needs to be there, especially your like top guys. So he has the ability. I think it's possible.
Yeah, to that point of the whole team, I think that they are in a window where before we pay this kid, where we have to like load up on defense this offseason, like, and try to do it next year. Like, hey, sign as many guys, pay as many guys as you can. Let's get this defense right. Let's add a couple weapons on offense, get some more offensive linemen. Let's try. Let's just try it. Let's try to win it.
Window,
Yeah, that window before we got to pay him, because he's getting paid, and it's coming. We got to figure that out.
I was going to say, on that point, how do you feel about making an aggressive move for Maxx Crosby type of guy, like you said, while you still have him on that rookie contract?
I've been racking my brain all day today about that one point. Is there a defensive guy who's possibly on the block that we should spend draft capital to go get? Miles Garrett would be probably the only one, even over 30, that I would take. And because if he's Favre, if you think he's Favre or has that type of ability, they didn't win it without Reggie White. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to go get that anchor defensively to carry that defense to another level. We don't have no pass rush right now. We can't stop a nosebleed for real. They played well last night, but we need a way better pass rush in order to actually win a title. So it has to be the right guy, as the answer to your question. I don't know if he's in that ilk. But yeah, to the Super Bowl point, my guy, Josh Allen, McDermott got fired today. I'm not sure where they go in terms of, I think they have to hire an offensive guy, but it could go either way. Like, I don't know. Is Josh Allen ever going to win a Super Bowl?
It's going to depend heavily on this hire. Who do they get? Do they get this one right? And to me, I don't know how the GM survived this and the coach is gone. You can argue the coach did a better job than the GM, because that team is not like, it's not like he has a stacked roster there. The guy was with the game on the line. They were dependent on Brian Cooks.
Brandon Cooks, man.
Brandon Cooks. He's been in the league so long I forgot his name. But that was the guy that would with all like why is he here? What are we doing?
Like, 0 touchdowns this season. 0 touchdowns this season.
He just joined the roster. Like he was just
on the couch.
And with
that
the game
that
on the
whole
line.
situation sent him into retirement, and that's the last image we're gonna have of him. That's bad. That sucks, but it's a wrap.
Yeah, got the ball at the 20 in position to win the game, and you let somebody just take it out of your hands. Rough. But like I said, the GM, why do you not have better options like on the roster? Like you've been building this team for the past 4 or 5 years now. It's been the GM in place. I don't think McDermott's a bad coach, but like too many years and you haven't gotten it done, so you got to move on. If they could get this right and they can get the defense better, get some weapons on offense. The running back is pretty decent. He's got fumbling machine, and that bit too.
Yeah, he is
in the game. they got to make some changes. I personally believe in Josh Allen. I think he's the second best quarterback in the league after. Well, he would be number one right now since Mahomes is. We'll see what happens with the major injury he just suffered, but it's him and Mahomes as the top two guys. I believe he's gonna get to. He might got to leave, but it's Buffalo that I don't believe in. But I do believe in Josh Allen that he can win a Super Bowl. I believe he'll get one eventually.
Yeah, I would guess so. Because he's so uber talented. But man, it's getting hard to see if it was going to be a year, it was going to be this year. I was assuming it was going to be Stafford versus Allen in the shit this year, and it's not. So important hire. It seems like there's more openings than like guys. Like I don't know who these people are going to hire. I don't know who the Ravens are going to hire. I don't know who the Bills are going to hire. I am not sure. Retreads. You're going to have to like give guys another shot. In Buffalo's situation, in the Ravens situation, not so much in the Falcons situation. They had to make a move. Like it was time. But you got to get this one right. You think they might promote their offensive coordinator in Buffalo? Something like that?
Ooh,
it might have to be something like that because are you going to go to college? Like who's the guy? Is it going to be what's the guy from Washington, the offensive coordinator they just let go?
I think Cliff
Kingsbury.
Cliff. Yeah.
I mean,
Allen up again, maybe.
You got to figure something out. So Keith, who is with the Ravens? Who are you guys looking at? I saw you had a interview for the job.
Man. Steve Bisciotti heard about the kid. I had
that shit was hilarious.
Go into Under Armour, and see what was up, man. Just to meet everyone. I don't think I got a shot. I like experience, but maybe I can, at least be on staff somewhere. Be in Lamar's ear. Like, man, just play point guard sometimes. Like, you don't got to go for the kill shot all the time. Like, just lay up the ball sometimes. So, yeah. To your point with like Josh Allen, I'm a Josh Allen hater. I think that he is too heralded. I don't think he's the real that everyone proclaims he is. Now, I understand being a fan of the Ravens and like having shitty rosters and like holes in our rosters. I understand that he's kind of dealing with the same thing that Lamar was dealing with at a certain point in time. But their defense is like to your point. I don't understand how in the world their GM like survived cuts. Their defense is terrible. It was just like they try to bring in Bosa as a Band-Aid for their defense. That shit's terrible.
They don't have no DBs. No linebackers. No wide receivers.
Yeah. I think Dayball's probably going to end up being their coach. But I do think they need to go defensive for their head coach because because their defense sucks. So they don't suck. They just lack talent. And it's just they exert a lot of effort so they are able to, still stay in games, but they need more talent on that side of the ball. And scheme-wise, they are decent because, like I said, they can stay in games, but yeah, they can be exploited as well. Josh Allen, he just like there's times he shows up for big moments, and there's sometimes he takes a massive shit in the bed. Like there's no way you should have put the ball on the ground that many times. And part of it is his fault, and part of it is just the scheme around him. Like it sometimes doesn't need to wear the S on his chest. Sometimes he just needs to play point guard. And this is what happens when you play Superman all the time with someone who shits in the bed. It was a massive shit in the bed. That's all I want to say. Like he kind of reverted back to his old ways. The kind of the cons that we talked about Josh Allen. He kind of went back to that guy. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Brian Daboll is the answer there.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. They have to hire him.
Yeah, I think Daboll, and he was Josh's OC for a second.
Right.
I think that's going to be the person they go with.
Yeah.
But I honestly think they need a defensive, like, minded head coach. And, like, there's no way Daboll's going to be his OC again. So I understand the angle and how they're going to choose him. But he's a very talented player. I just don't And then he started crying in the press conference. Like, I don't know. I don't want my QB to be doing that. Like, I just don't. Like, if you're gonna suck, like, just take it to the chin. I love my teammates. Like, I'm not a fan of that, bro. If you're gonna suck. It's okay.
My man can't shed a tear?
Not in front of the cameras like that. No. Cry in the locker room, come into your press conference and leave. I understand, like, you taking responsibility, but, man, I don't want my QB like that. Like, I don't want my QB wearing fingernail polish. Like, I'm cool on that. I'm cool on that.
Everybody catch a shot.
Damn, I feel you. I wouldn't either. But...
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool on Holiday Heart, man. I'm cool.
Whoa. Well, all right, I'm gonna let that go. But yeah, all right. Yeah, man. The Debo thing sounds like the move for them. I'm not sure what the move is for the Ravens. Yeah,
I don't know who we're gonna go with. I think we're honestly gonna wait
Jesse
until the Super Bowl.
I think it's Jesse Minter. The DC for the Chargers.
Some good guys, some good jobs out there, but not enough guys to fill them. So we'll see.
At first, it looked like there was more people available than jobs.
Nope.
At first, but then people started letting go. I thought we were going to be able to get a head coach and get a guy who could be a head coach as a coordinator. And yeah, we may be fighting for scraps. We need to hurry up and hire someone.
It might be Flores. We would talk about that. It might seem like they go back to him, but I don't know. Maybe not.
The Steelers. I could see him going to the Steelers.
I can see that.
He was already in the building.
Him suing the NFL does not help him. The owners don't want to fuck with him.
That's the reason why I think it's the Steelers, because after all that happened, that's where he went.
Yeah, could be. But I think the Steelers typically hire young and have that guy grow into the job. So I was thinking Shula for them. He's got the pedigree. It seems like that would be the move for them. But who knows?
They've kind of been going in another direction of what they typically do, though. Like they started, as far as their free agent picks, and like I really don't know if it's like they're desperate and they kind of went against the grain and they're going to try to go back to what they know. But we'll see. We will see. It's crazy that 3 teams in our conference are hiring head coaches. I forgot about the Browns.
Should have been 4.
Yes.
But
should have been 4. But from what I understand, they're just too cheap, the Bengals, to fire Zach Taylor with a year left on his deal. So they're going to ride it out. So, yeah. You want to go ahead and put the Niners to bed, man?
Man, what an embarrassment that was on Saturday. My God. I can't remember the last time I watched the game and it was over after the opening kickoff. I can't recall the last time that shit has happened. That was wild. Mike Macdonald, yeah. That boy owns Kyle. Like, I thought Kyle was gonna I'm like, okay, he done kicked your ass 2 times in a row. The 3rd time, you gonna have something for him. Like, no, you're not about to get your ass bust 3 straight times by the same guy. And boy, was I wrong. He owns Kyle. Like, this guy in 2 games has scored, 9 points? In 8 quarters, you couldn't get in the end zone once?
That defense is real as fuck, though.
I mean, it is. It's the best defense in the league. But, I mean, you're supposed to be the offensive genius, the Hall of Fame coach. You know what I mean? Like, if we were a bunch of scrubs, I would say, okay, I get it. But you've been able to score against other people. The Eagles have a really good defense. Vic Fangio is no slouch. They have a top 10 defense. You were able to score points against them. I mean, you couldn't get to 17, my guy. Like, you got 2 field goals the whole game. The game on the line, 4th and 1. This guy runs a halfback option. No, a fullback option play? Like, what the fuck?
Fullback option. That was nuts.
I was like, dog, of all the things you could have QB sneaked it. I would respect that. I would respect that more than pitching it to your running back to have the option, your fullback to have the option. I mean, once he did that, I was like, oh, he's flustered. He's like, and then he did the reverse flea flicker that was for a yard. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is good. This is good.
Yeah,
To
he's
me,
throwing
that's one of
shit at the
those where you
wall.
have to. Exactly. He was out of ideas. He was just trying shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, this guy's in, in the division. Like, I mean, like if you can't come up with something, we gotta find somebody that can. I like how I think he did a tremendous job this year. I personally, to me, if you ain't won a Super Bowl in 10 years, like time for you to try that shit somewhere else, and then we give somebody else another chance. I know they're not about to fire Kyle anytime soon.
Hell no.
I mean, how
He
many
just slipped
years
into
do
the
you give a
playoff.
guy? That's why I said he
John
had a
Harbaugh
great
treated
year,
us.
but
Without the title though.
Yeah.
John
Yeah.
won one though, yeah. So he
He got
had
the
that to
last
bank
name
on.
though. That's the difference.
That could be.
Well, they both got the
So,
last name, but Kyle,
but his
It's
dad is
more
like,
of a
it-
royalty because his dad won one.
yeah.
It's
and
tough
then
though to judge because
all his coaches get hired too for head coaching jobs. Everybody up under him
Yeah.
gets head coaching jobs. Shit, even the Kubiak that went to the OC for the Seahawks, that was his underling, and now he's getting looks. And then I think it's his little
looks.
brother, the other Kubiak. He's getting looks as the OC now. So I was getting looks. So I mean, everybody gets jobs from fucking Kyle, but
Yeah.
this domination that's taking place with Mike Macdonald against Tib is alarming. And to me, he should have one more year to. If you don't get it done next season, it's like time. Let's. Andy Reid is a great coach, but eventually it was time for him to move on from Philly, and he went on. He had
From
success.
Philly.
Philly went on and had success. So to me, it's looking like one of those situations where it's like the relationship has run its course, and it's time to get a new voice in the building and see what they can do.
I have heard, everybody saying that, they don't look the roster looks like it's deteriorating next year. Doesn't look I disagree. I think that, coming off this loss, I think they got a shot to do something next year. Like, I think another year of Brock, him more comfortable in Kyle's scheme. They retool the roster. It could be the year, finally.
Yeah, to
So
me, it should be do or die. Yeah, it should be do or die. I do see
yeah,
the pessimistic outlook. Let's see, Trent Williams is 39, 38. He's still good. CMC is getting old. Greg Kittle is old and injured. Don't have any receivers. Well, I like Ricky Persall, but he's always hurt, so you can never depend on the guy that's always hurt. The defense has got some young players missing a lot of pieces. It could go either way. We could either make the right moves, get the right draft picks, right free agency signings, and make a run, or it could be like the end where all these old guys get old, and then it just all falls apart next year.
it's
So,
over. Yeah.
to me, next year it's either it's win the Super Bowl or go somewhere else.
Damn.
A lot of
Crazy.
y'all's money's like locked up in old people. That's
Yeah.
the problem. It's tough to judge you all because y'all walked into battle with a 3-legged horse. Like y'all overachieved this year. So to be like,
sure.
to sit here and say, oh, this is what y'all's coach's name again?
Kyle Shanahan.
Shanahan.
So to sit here and be like, oh, this is his last year, like y'all should have had a top 10 draft pick.
No, I agree.
In
He
my
did a great
opinion,
job
y'all was
this
so
year.
injured. Yeah. I don't know. I will give him a little bit more grace. I understand the frustration because y'all really just haven't got the job done, and y'all been in a position to win
A
a
lot.
ring. So, yeah. I mean, the formula on defense in the NFL is glaring nowadays. Like you gotta have 2 pass rushers. You gotta have 2 pass rushers, 2 athletic defensive tackles who can shed blocks and also take double teams. Like that's the formula. And then you gotta have safeties who can play multiple positions, basically, who can blitz, who can cover, who can also, play center field as well. and then have one above average corner, and like you're solid on defense, and then 2 middle linebackers who can just
A little rangy.
rangy, and it can also like run fit as well.
Mm-hmm. Run fitting is a lost art with these
It is.
linebackers. They,
And I don't understand why though.
Yeah. There's a lot of 7-on-7. I mean, the whole league is going to that. So
That formula is there. Like, look at the Texans. Like, their
Yeah.
interior defensive linemen, how they handle double teams is, and then you let the other 2 people roam and do. And they also do a lot of stunts on the front end too to get people open. But
yeah, they've done a great job there filling that defense out. They've got real stars over there, but boy, that CJ meltdown, that CJ Stroud meltdown
What do you do with
was
that kid?
of epic proportions.
when his backup was starting, I was like, I would just stay with him.
Yeah,
I would just go with him.
they might regret that, but you had to give the kid a shot because he's your top 2 pick. You had to.
Man. Yeah.
That first half of quarterbacking,
good grief,
was some of the worst. I don't know if he's hurt. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but they should have pulled him at half and said, "You had no mas. You've had enough, big dog. Let's move on to the next guy," because that was bad.
We're trying to win right now.
Yeah, they got to make some decisions on him because the defense is there, offense ain't. So go ahead.
I was going to say you got to decide if you want to pick up his option.
It was looking so promising at one point for him.
Yeah. It was nice at first. And
rookie year.
Honestly, I think after that first year, he had that initial like fame and I guess promise. He started going on podcasts and stuff. I think a lot of these athletes are just distracted. Like I think the podcast world gives them another level of fame that they're not used to, even though they're already famous.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just get distracted. There's a lot of people on our team, on the Ravens, who got podcasts, and I think they got distracted too. And they were focusing on that more than the game. What got them the platform that they had. And I think that's a problem with CJ Stroud.
Shout out to Warren Moon for being able to quarterback in Houston because apparently it's very difficult to do that. Is it the women? Is it what's going on down there? I mean, they got some baddies down there.
But I mean, you play in the NFL, you go everywhere. Like that shouldn't.
You got baddies fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You got Instagram.
You underestimate
Mom's fucked up. Man, Masseuse fucked up. Oh man.
I don't know. I ain't heard nothing about it being involved in any kind of Zion type of stuff. But it's so terrible. You left speculating like you were looking like the man your first year. He fell off, and then he fell off even harder the second. Like, dog, you get like a top 3 defense. Like, dog, just don't fuck it up. And he couldn't handle that task.
I mean, part of that's also on his offensive staff or offensive coordinator. Like, if you notice that your player is playing bad, and you're handing the ball off.
Yeah. But they had no run game. Woody Marks got hurt. Nick Chubb is just not the same back, so they just didn't have anything. They get Joe Mixon back next year, but ain't no telling how he looks. If y'all were them, would y'all make a move? I mean, somebody's going to try to go get Kyler. I think he's the elephant in the room. He's uber fucking talented, number 1 overall pick. He could come in and kind of give somebody some stability. If they first of all, he's from Texas. So if they put Kyler there, hey, now we're talking. Now we might got a shot, guys, here. You know what I'm saying? To win the bitch. And that's the goal, is to win the bitch. So if you got to let this kid go, send him on his way, he'll get another chance. That might be the move, man. They got to do something.
To me, Kyler, like, isn't it either, though.
Really?
Like he has a high floor, and I respect it, but it's just like, but he has the elite arm talent piece. that can put any team in position. But he's little too. It's just I don't know. You got to have a lot around him to be successful. I feel like.
Well, you said it. His floor is higher, and that's kind of
Very.
all they need.
It's true.
But to that distraction point, I've heard that. I don't know if one of y'all told me this. Maybe it was somebody else. That Kyler has a distraction problem too. Like all he does is game. Yeah. That's all he does is game all fucking day. Same thing with like DeAndre Ayton. Like they're fucking gamers. Like and they're just addicted to that shit. Man, boy, if you don't turn them sticks off and go get nice at your craft, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
what the fuck are we doing?
Those video games will be there when I retire.
Man,
like, all the video games you want.
I can respect the IG models. They might not be there when you retire.
Right.
But some video games waiting for you though.
But I agree with you.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Keith on the Kyler. Like, you're gonna go from one reclamation project to like your current quarterback is a reclamation project, then you're gonna take on another reclamation project as the solution. Maybe. I mean, I think they're gonna. Most NFL teams do like safe conservative thing, and they're gonna stick with the kid for one more year. And then if it goes south, D'Amico gets fired, and then the new coach comes in and picks his guy.
But if you D'Amico, I would be like, yo, get this kid the fuck out of here. Because it's gonna be either it's him or you.
Yeah. I would pick up his option. I wouldn't like it. But I would pick up his option, but I wouldn't re-sign him.
Fuck that. Move on.
Then, like, if he doesn't, I'll draft another quarterback. It don't even have to be high. Like, you can find a quarterback if your scouting team is nice enough. I feel like their backup quarterback's capable of winning games.
Yeah.
David Mills.
So I would re-sign Stroud, give him another chance, and like if it don't, I would just make his leash really short. Like, here's your bread. Like, we're going with what's his name, Davis Mills or something like that.
Yeah. Like, he sound like he's a scrub. Like
that sounds like a reputation to get. That sounds like the recipe for getting fired. If I'm D'Amico.
Either way, it looks bad.
Yeah.
I'd rather go out swinging.
To me, Kyler would be going out swinging.
Yeah.
That would be the equivalent of going out swinging. To me, bringing them back and being like, you got a short leash, and it's David Lee or it's David Mills is like the opposite of going out with that. If I were D'Amico, I would probably rather bet on Kyler than Stroud if I were him, and ownership, because there's a lot of money involved in that decision and taking on that contract. So ownership is like, okay, this is your last, it better work. I would be like, all right, I'd rather try to make it work with this kid who's uber talented over Stroud.
Who wins NFC, who wins AFC, and who wins the title? Keith, you want to go first?
NFC, I got Seattle, man. I think they don't win the shit, to be honest. We shouldn't let Mike Macdonald out the building. AFC, we got Pats.
Broncos without Bo Nix. That sucks.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we got Pat Seahawks, and the Seahawks winning.
Bray?
Kind of feeling what he said. Well, I don't think the Broncos have a shot, really.
Who's their backup quarterback?
Jared Stidham.
Oh, it's Curtains. Yeah.
It's a wrap. I think the Rams can get the Seahawks.
Me too.
I think offensively they'll be able to outscore them. That's just my 2 cents on it. And then them and the Pats, and then I think the Rams are the winners. Pretty simple.
Same thing. I have exactly what Bray said. That's happening. Matt Stafford is retiring on top after this season.
Hang him up.
Oh yeah, this is it. They wanted to leave last year. I think he realized they got a shot to win it, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna go in Loman and whoop their ass.
It's still
go to the shit.
I mean, like if they lose, I mean it's on them.
When I watched them play, the Rams had the Seahawks kind of figured out on defense. They just kind of had a lapse, but they could do nothing with them nothing. And now they go to Lumen. It's gonna be not cold, and it's on turf. They're gonna fuck them niggas up. and go to the shit. Book it.
Yeah, I think if Bo Nick's injury, if he didn't get injured, that would have been an interesting matchup for who could have potentially got out, but it's going to be the Pats. They kind of lucked up there. I had been thinking Rams this whole time, but the Seahawks might have one of them super loaded teams where like you can win with a scrub quarterback. They look like they have one of those in place there. Whoever wins this game is going to win the Super Bowl. But
yeah,
their defense is elite. They're running the ball well. It's going to be a situation like it was last week where like any quarterback could have won that game. Like Sam Darnold was pretty much irrelevant. They scored enough points on the opening kickoff to win the game. I don't think it'll be one of those situations. I think Sam Darnold was going to have to try to make some plays in this game. I don't think that he will. I think he can. He's talented. Like
he is talented.
He was a top 3 pick. He's like 6'4", can run a little bit, got a strong enough, he got a pretty decent arm. He's not uber talented, but he's talented. He fucks up a lot, and that's going to be a lot of pressure. He's going to have to make plays, like how Caleb had to make plays for them to be in the game and have a chance to win the game. He had to play well. He had to do some things. I don't believe Sam Darnold was going to be able to. So I'm going to stick with my original pick and go with Rams. I don't think they're going to blow them out like you think they are, but I think they're going to win now. And then, of course, beat the Pats in the Super Bowl.
I don't think that the Seahawks defense is like legendary. Like when you think of defenses in the past, like 10 years, I think that Denver Broncos defense won them that title against Carolina in 15.
Sure.
I don't think that they're that nice, but I could be wrong. We'll see shortly. But I just like the Rams in this game. I just really do. I think they have the best quarterback left. I think they're gonna win it. I just realized this. No matter what the combination of teams in the Super Bowl, it's going to be besides like Rams Broncos. If it's like Rams Pats or Seahawks Patriots, we've had that before. Like it's like a retread Super Bowl. So that's fun. That's fun. It's just a little history. Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. Because if it's Broncos Seahawks, we had that before. Yeah. So I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else we need to cover. I mean, we could talk quickly about Stefanski to Atlanta and Harbaugh to New York. Y'all like those hires?
They're safe. They're safe hires. The Harbaugh hire, I get it. I mean, he's had a lot of success. He's been a coach for a long time. The Giants, they kind of need to lean safely. They have a pretty talented roster. Some young pieces in place. I'm lukewarm on the kid on what was it Dart Jackson Dart?
Yeah.
He seemed like he's going to be okay. Like he looks like a starting level quarterback, but not a top 5, top 10 kind of guy. So safe pick there. I like the Atlanta hire for Stefanski more than I like Harbaugh to New York. They got to figure out how to prop that kid up. The kid that they drafted in the top 10. They got to figure out. Yeah, Penix. So he seems like the best guy for that type of job in terms of getting him up and running. The defense is pretty good. They got some talented pieces there. They got some weapons. It's not bad if he can kind of mask the quarterback situation. The NFC South is not great. You could possibly win your division next season with that hire. So I'm much higher on that hire than John Harbaugh to the Giants.
You're not a huge Michael Penix fan?
No. He seems like a low ceiling kind of guy. Lefty, not a great arm, not weak, not that mobile.
Not that mobile, but he got a little bit of an arm.
I would say it's like what for NFL quarterback average. It's about NFL average. I don't think it's
above average.
I think so too.
It's above average.
I don't understand the pick because of his injury and history though.
Yeah, it's scary. The injury history is scary, but
I think that's the problem. But yeah, above I can't sit here and say that he has a lukewarm arm. That's not the case.
He got a Hauser on the low.
You think
sure.
I don't know when I watched them.
Wow. I'm gonna just stop talking.
It's not weak to me. It's like average NFL, like a starting NFL quarterback. It's like the baseline to me.
That's not the case.
You think it's stronger than that?
No, it's not like I'm just. He doesn't have the run of a mill type of arm. I don't think it's like he's not like Josh Allen or anything like that.
No.
I don't think he's top 10, but he's not. I don't know. Can't think of a person right now. Like, I mean, like arm strength. He competes with Brock Purdy as far as arm strength.
Yeah, I would say Purdy is below average NFL arm strength.
Really?
Like, yes.
Yeah.
He makes up for it with like he's
His
really good at those
anticipation.
anticipation and those layered throws, like right over the linebacker, right in front of the safety. He's really good at that. But like baseline starting NFL, his arm is below the average, and I think Penix is like right at it. And I don't think he's in like the Caleb. Caleb has a strong arm. Kyler has a above average arm.
Lamar
Josh
got
Allen,
a
Lamar,
got an
like,
arm.
But yeah,
I don't
Caleb
think
is like.
he's in that tier of those guys.
Yeah, I don't think Penix is right. I don't think he's there, but I don't think he's.
He got
I
an
can't-
arm though. He
I
does.
don't think he's like Jalen Hurts. He's
Yeah.
Jalen's below
like
average.
You like the hires, Keith?
So John Harbaugh, I understand the angle. Like you're kind of going
Stability.
through it. Yeah, stability. You're kind of going to a historic franchise. Like they've had success over time. Like you're not going to the Raiders. It's about time for them to have some stability as well, as far as just what they do and culture wise and how they just approach the game. So I understand John Harbaugh. I mean, I would be looking for another quarterback. Like Dart is good, but I don't think he's gonna have a long career, to be honest.
Yeah, you said that before. Yeah.
How many concussions did he get this year? 2 or 3? How many of
think it was
those are
about
you
3.
away from not playing anymore?
Yeah, that's true.
And then on
Huh.
top of that, like he just sorry to keep bringing up Lamar, but one of the things that people like one of the things they always say about Lamar is, oh, like he never takes care of himself, blah blah blah. He needs to do that, and that's honestly not the case with him. It is the case with Jackson Dart. He's a
Yeah.
crash out.
Yeah.
Their offensive line, defensive line is good. Their defensive line is crazy,
True.
especially
Yeah, it's the truth. It's like if they got it together, it's similar to.
I can
I
see
mean,
them
I ain't
making
gonna.
playoffs next year.
Well, I hate to start bringing up the past because y'all be killing me for that, but they got pass rushers. And I ain't gonna. I'm not. It's not just a Tuck Michael
I
Strahan,
knew we'll go there.
Pussy, but
Big
they got some
Trey
guys
addition.
like.
No, I like their players though. I like their players. The rookie, he kind of was underwhelming, but he showed some promise. And then Burns been cooking.
He the real, yeah. So they're trying to recreate that. I'm
Sexy
not a huge.
Daxy in the middle.
Oh, I forgot about Dexter Lawrence. Yo, that front four is like, it's like the real. How are they underachieving like this? I don't know, but maybe he gets it out of them and they start to win football games. Scatterboo, I like. I like Dart.
Yeah, I think they can.
You just got to see, and Malik Neighbors is. Man, he's the fucking real. Man, I was praying we got him instead of Rome Odunze. Just a clear talent difference. It's like not even close. And I
Not
like
even.
Rome, but he ain't Malik Neighbors. That's for damn sure. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about him. I like Stefanski with them. Harbaugh, cool, whatever. So
And cupboard isn't bare in New York. You got your superstar wide receiver. I mean, the quarterback's man, but I mean, he can at least make some throws. I really like Scatterboo, like you were saying. I was wishing we would have drafted him in whatever round that he went as a 1-2 punch to Henry. The pass rush is nasty. They got a corner they drafted from Kentucky, rangy. And
yeah. Yep.
like they have some pieces to be successful, to at least like kind of compete and to make the playoff, maybe depending on.
You want to throw anything in there, Bray?
No, I mean, y'all kind of covered it. I mean, John Harbaugh, what, 18 years with the Ravens? 18, 17?
Yeah.
Something like that, 18.
Long time.
He knows what the hell he's doing, but it's always different, when you go to a different atmosphere, you got to, get to know the guys and stuff like that. And, you got to earn I mean, he's a respected coach, obviously, what he's done with the Ravens. And Stefanski, don't really know a whole lot about him. This is his second team now with the Falcons? What did he do? 4 years, I think?
Yeah, coach of the year, 1 year with the Browns, offensive guy. I mean, it's not a bad retread hire, I would say. So
I think he'll be fine. I mean, I think it's always kind of tough for a new coach to go into a new atmosphere. Expectations sometimes are high, especially with him coming in there with his experience. I think people might expect the Giants to really do something, which they may, but time will tell.
who's in that division? Eagles, Giants,
Cowboys, Redskins, Washington football team. They're not the Redskins.
Hey, right.
Boy.
It's hard to stop saying that. It's been like, more time in my life have they been called that than the Washington football team. So
This boy tripping. Who's the best quarterback in that division?
Dak. It's not close.
Dak.
Yeah, I would say so.
JD is probably 2, but I have questions on his health. Very slight kid. That was my worry when he was coming out. He's slight. He coming to the NFL.
He's slight and he plays for Washington. So I think that's more of a problem Bryce Young is slight, then he doesn't get injured really. I think they did a good job building around him. I think, he plays for Washington football team. So, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Dart's probably the worst. So maybe they do. I mean, I think they're gonna give him a shot. I think John gives him a shot, but I don't like how the Giants are run. They're run poorly, and I don't think that bringing Harbaugh in is gonna change that too much. They're thinking he's Tom Coughlin. That's what they're thinking. So
I can see that.
yeah, Tom was at Jacksonville first, then came to the Giants and won 2. I think that's what they're thinking, bringing some grown-ups in. The difference is this is a new NFL. You need to be young. And so they don't know that yet.
Harbaugh wanted the responsibility like he was Coughlin too, though. Like he wanted, I only answer to ownership. Like I get to draft players, but I want $20 million a year. Like he wanted the Coughlin treatment. So yeah, maybe they thought it's a good fit.
Well, I don't know about the drafted players part, but I believe the chain of command was he reported to the owner in Baltimore as well. He was adamant about keeping that structure. Like the GM is not my boss, and I feel him. If you can negotiate,
too.
If you can negotiate that, I feel him. I would do it too.
And their GM is kind of an idiot. He's not a great football guy. He's not great at his job. Joe Scowen, whatever the fuck his name is. So he should have been gone. They should have cleared house and then brought in John with maybe his guy.
With that big GM.
Man. Now, so it would be like they're growing together in this new, but some reason that owner does not want to get rid of him. So good luck.
In his defense, he's drafted pretty well here recently.
Sure.
But yes, it's not the ideal scenario. Now you got the scenario where like we're not tied together. Like we didn't come in together. So now if things don't go well, then now John will be like, man, I told you I didn't really want to.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really want to work. I mean, I tolerated working with him, but I tried to tell you.
Yeah.
So then you set up that dynamic for for headbutting going on there at the top of your football organization.
For sure. All right, I think that's all on NFL. No jaw trades. It doesn't look like any trades are going down in the NBA right now. Because things are kind of held up waiting on Greek, and I'm not sure if he gets moved. So might not be a lot of movement this year. So, all right, well, I think that's it. Thanks for listening to the Rashawn Franklin Show. Please like and subscribe, and tell your friends and your family. Peace.